Hey guys, how is it going? I just thought I would share with you some of the shadow work that I've been doing over the last couple of days. My husband took away the kids and I had an entire weekend to myself for Mother's Day and my birthday, and it was amazing. I missed them desperately, but I was able to get a bit done. And when I finished it, I was slightly disappointed with the results, because I'm imagining this great breakthrough where you sort of have this epiphany, and it didn't quite happen as I expected it to happen. What actually happened is I got through all the work and I did what I wanted to do, and then the next day I sort of started on a different idea, and I was like, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And then I stopped because the boys and everybody came home, and later that night I discussed what I had accomplished with the stuff that I had finished, and it wasn't until then, when I was discussing it with my husband, that I just started crying. It was amazing, and it was just such an interesting process, but such a good way for my brain to sort of work out the issues that I was having. So I'll show you some bits and pieces. So this was my shadow work that I did. I've got some of my kids' artwork. It was sort of messy and really strange, and it took me a while to sort of plan out what I wanted to do. I started doing some tarot spreads, things that things that in my mind I shouldn't be doing, but actually I should be doing. And so it was just, sort of working with those ideas. Some cards really stood out to me, some didn't. It was a very strange way of thinking about it. And then the bottom half, some cards stood out to me, some were beyond my understanding at the moment, but made a note. So I shouldn't, but I should. And then the bottom half was I should, but they were false obligations. So I'm telling myself that, I should do this, I should do that. And so that was my, things about, greed and wanting. And, this was a very important drawing that I did. If it decides to focus, there it is. So, coming out from under my dad's shadow. That was a major one, and I will show you the other one that I was very, very happy with. There's me and my boys and our dog. And there's the harbor, Wellington City, the whole background, and this is us at the dog park. And this was a very important piece. That was me in the background with the boys and the dog running to my husband, because he always, he always comes up the hill and he rides his bike, and the kids and the dog go running after him. And it was about seeing another point of view, seeing things through his eyes. And that was a really important part of what I did. It wasn't based on anything particular, but it was just quite a nice way to go. Nice big paper, which is just cool. And then I started another one, which I just made a bunch of circles and I started filling out. And it's about self-sabotage. It's always self-sabotage for me. But that one I am still working on it, so we'll see how that goes. So as you can see, I have got a bit more work to do on it, but I'm pretty happy with the results, and it's been quite a good learning experience for me, because I've never done specific shadow work. I've done some work that is artwork and stuff that's internal, and it's sort of just continues to go and go and go, and then it doesn't have an end. But I did one, and it ended up being an amazing piece. But at the same time, it wasn't part of the shadow work idea. It was just me working shit out in my head a couple years ago. So I would like to be able to do more of that and actually have something, you know, besides a bunch of doodles and stuff, which is good, you know, but eventually use those doodles to make something fantastic. So that was my shadow work for the week.